The Black Panther. What team know about it? This is the spoiler review. This is the spoiler review because people can't seem to wait till everybody see the movie. I was gonna do it on Monday, but now everybody jumping out. Spoiler review, spoiler review. I'm like, well, might as well get to it. So we don't have to review the whole. I've already done a movie review, so there's no need to jump into doing that all over again. Now, please, if you have not seen the film and you don't want nothing so spoiled for you, this is the time to jump out. I listened to all these spoiler reviews to see who was really going to delve and be brave enough to delve inside what was really the point of the movie and what was the real conflict. And I saw them dance all around it because they white and they ain't want to touch it. So I was just going to see who was brave enough. I'm like, well, let me see who's brave enough to bring this out. Because I know they didn't miss it. So I'm going to see which white guy is going to bring this out. They were like, let's tiptoe around it. We will not say a word. So they tiptoed. But let's get into it. Man, this movie was good on so many levels. They keep knocking me out too. See how they keep knocking me off the stream? Now, from the opening act of the film, you see the father, the first prince, the first king with his brother. This plays out like the Lion King almost, except for he wasn't no vindictive person like Scar. He played on the notion of it was a bigger picture. His brother was saying, we have all this technology. We got our brothers and sisters all around the world, and they're being oppressed by the colonizers, which mean the white folks. If we help the brothers out by giving them some of this technology we got in Wakanda, they can defend themselves. You know, they can end up taking over, you know, and they could turn the tides. They don't have the tools. So that's what his brother was trying to say. But he's like, look, Wakanda is our business. Whatever the outside world chose to do, that's their business. Our thing is Wakanda. And you broke the rules and then you lied to me. He lied to the king. You are not supposed to lie to the king, one. So when he gave him a chance, he lied right to his face. So when he saw his buddy was right there, and in case you didn't know, that's Forrest Whitaker's son. The one that's in the movie, that's Forrest Whitaker's son. Forrest Whitaker found Ryan Coogler. He the one discovered him. Forrest Whitaker did, and brought Ryan Coogler in for the and funded the movie Fruitvale Station. So that's why he made sure Michael B. Jordan was his first actor that he ever worked with. Both of them are in the film. Now, here's the things where the conflict of interest is. It's just, they try to say it's Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. It's similar to that, but it's not based off of it. That's not true. They both have Killmonger. He's coming from a product of what happens when you neglect a situation. It grows into a much bigger problem. Now, him being back home, there's issues that even his ex-girlfriend, who they don't go into, but they, you know, they can't really connect because he wants a queen. She wants to be a revolutionary. She wants to go out and save other people and do her missions and bringing in refugees and all that stuff. And W'Kabi, his best friend. Now, if you seen this movie, his ass in trouble when he get home. Him and the rhino gonna be outside. He gonna be sleeping with the rhinos for a while after this. He's upset because Claw killed some family members of his. So he definitely wanted to go to kill Claw. But his job is to protect the borders. So he needed to stay there. So when they went to go get Claw, you started to see all the stuff that went down. Yeah, that rhino gonna be sleeping with him. He gonna be sleeping like, move over. She still ain't talking to me. So when they went to go, a lot of people had questions like, man, what that whole scene, the car scene and all that, man, that was cool, man, but it kind of looked like Star Wars, The Last Jedi. A lot of this stuff had a lot of Last Jedi stuff in there. When they went in there to find the dude at the casino and all this stuff, it kind of was like that, but a much better version. Oh no. W'Kabi, he knew to drop that sword, she was gonna kill him. He was like, how you gonna kick off all this war and violence? You kicked off all this war and violence. You got all these people being murdered, and then at the end of it, you, my love, you would kill me for Wakanda without a question. And I'm like, well, man, that show you how much she loved you. She had no problem saying she finna drop your butt. He knew right there, I might as well drop this doggone sword, man. Your household ain't never finna be the same with W'Kabi. When she gets you home, woo. They could film that movie. I'll pay right there. That'd be the bonus scene. W'Kabi goes home. As soon as he pulling in on the rhino. Get your butt in here, W'Kabi. I know you out there. Dang. God. I'll be there in a minute. You know, I'm trying to throw a little visual for all the fallen soldiers. Get your butt in here right now. I was just following our king. You know, I'm following the rules, babe. So anyway, Killmonger comes up with this master plan. When he was looking like Vic Mensa in the museum, that was a great introduction scene into Killmonger. How he's basically telling him, like, what's this? And she's giving him all the wrong information. He was, no, it was stolen and taken there, but they took it from Wakanda. He was like, I'm taking this. She's like, you can't take it. It ain't for sale. He was like, oh, no, I'm not buying it. I'm going to do it like y'all did it. Y'all people the ones stole, your ancestors stole everything y'all got. So, again, they kept bringing that point up. They kept bringing up the point that they were colonizers. But it was crazy. In the movie theater, though, I gotta say, it was crazy. It was a dude that tried to bring a spear in the doggone movie. A spear! I'm like, the brother came in with a spear and thought he was getting in the movie. Brother came in with a spear. I don't like, it's like 30 degrees outside. Brother got a spear, some house, and a doggone bed sheet wrapped around his body, talking about, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm like, dog, you are not getting in here. They finna trank your butt. They finna taser you and take you down to the nearest precinct. They are taking you down to the nearest precinct. My man had on some open-toe house shoes, not sandals, a spear. I don't know where he found that spear and thought he was getting in the movie. Ook, ook, ook. Man, I wish I had. See, this is when my batteries always dead. I couldn't get that on live stream. Oh, that was worth the price of admission. My man said, ook, ook, ook. I'm like, dog, you know you from like 135th Street. What in the world are you talking about? Ook, ook, ook. They was, sir, you cannot bring that spear into the movie theater. Ook, ook, ook. Oh, that means that's a good start. I'm glad the LGBT don't like it. Anything they don't like, I'm with. 100%. See, they got to realize around the world don't share their views here in America. This isn't an American movie. They want that kind of garbage? Tell them to go see Call Me By My Name. You go see that movie. They got that for you. That's not our culture. Right now, Malaysia, they got a Asian star who's openly in Malaysia. They got a person down there trying to perform. They told her, go kick rocks. You ain't getting no visa to come here to perform because she's openly lesbian. Now the Malaysians did that. Again, this is spoilers. So these are for people who have seen the movie and don't mind. No, see, what T'Challa was doing is pretty much what he's saying, like, it's okay to help the people. They had different views of going there. Killmonger had no plans of doing this to help the people. He want to build an army and take over. He knows he needs the weapons of Wakanda to do it. He's just trying to enslave all the slave masters so he could be king and rule over everything. He want to rule the entire land. He want to rule the world. That's his thing. Dictatorship. He had no sense of duty or people. He didn't care about anything. Now, this film shows you what happened through time. You find out how through a meteorite. That's how vibranium got here. And you saw it changed plant life. It changed a whole lot of different cultures and things in the land. And then you saw through time the people who stood with the Black Panther and became the first Black Panther. They stood with him, all the tribes. The one tribe, they decided to go to the mountains. I would love to see that explained in the movie as to why they chose, that one tribe chose to be not a part of anything. We're going to just stay in the mountains. That part would have been wonderfully explained, or we probably find out more about that later. But another thing that was great about the film was it showed throughout the rest of the world, people gravitated away from it. And what Wakanda built a barrier. And everything started happening around the outside world. Slavery, World War II. You start seeing all these things brought in real quick. And it was wrapped up real fast. That's very good directing. So that way you didn't have to explain a lot. You saw and you could put together real quick every way what happened since the beginning of civilization. Now, with King T'Challa, what his whole take on it is, which is entirely different. His take is you don't do it that way, because once you start dictating to people and going into policies, his thing is to protect the people. That's the first responsibility of the king, is to protect them. He's not thinking, and he's thinking we're protecting them by instilling fear. See, that's Killmonger's thing. That's his goals. And a lot of people, they align themselves with Killmonger because they're like, I align myself with him because I feel him. Like, man, look, we've been oppressed. We ain't got nothing. And these people over here, man, we need to take it from them and rule them. We got the weapons to do it. And we finna go help our brothers over there. Y'all just sitting up here chilling. So that's his mentality. He was right, but he had the wrong ways of going about it. And he didn't realize T'Challa felt the same way. He was saying, let's do this another way. But he's not in it for that. That was just the mask. And what he wanted to do was to rule over everybody. It didn't matter what color you was. That was his goal. World domination. Hitler had the same mentality. That's the same mentality, driven from hate. But it was a pain they created. And he learned it from them. That's why he said, he's like, man, we learned it from them. He's like, now I'm going to use it against him. So, here's the question that I had, though. Because I'm like, how did he get the powers of the Black Panther in Civil War? When his father just died in America, he had the ring. He didn't take his father home and come back. He was still there, hunting for Barnes. So they didn't do a ceremony yet. Did he take the herb or something while he was there? Because that plant seems to give him his power to become Black Panther. So they burned. I would have took a couple of them. She took just one. Because Killmonger was like, burn it all. Ain't going to be no more king. Burn it all. Now, Killmonger character is more in the line of Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu had the same beliefs. He thought with magic and power that they were doing all these tricks, it was making him powerful. I got magic. And they was just using gunpowder and dropping bombs. Shaka Zulu, they was putting dye in his hair to keep his hair black. He thought it was magic. So he was like, never. I ain't never gonna die. So Shaka Zulu had that. He killed his own son. The girl snuck off and had a kid. And he was, why would you do this? This is treachery. So he went and had the baby killed. It was a boy, and his mom was disgusted with him because he want nothing to live but Shaka. Nothing lives but Shaka. Not even his own son. No, he will not be king. I'm king forever. I ain't gonna die. That was what that was a nod to when you saw Killmonger burning all the stuff. Burn it all. Nothing gonna be here. You ain't no more kings. I'm king. So when he go, that's it. Soundtrack is dope. A lot of people don't like it. I don't know why, but I like it. I'm cool with it. But T'Challa showed him the sunset You know, I've seen that. You seen it in Blade too. Here's something you didn't know. Wesley Snipes was supposed to be Black Panther before he did Blade. Everybody knows that. Okay. Hey, you guys came over with a whole bunch of stuff.
There you go.
And look at this, fellas. They walk in the door and give me Black Panther poster. And we're doing a live Black Panther stream right now. Ain't that something? I used my Black Panther powers and made this thing come to my hand.
You know, we saw it at the library. There was no Black Panther powers there, okay?
There was all three of them.
That's right, I ate the flower. Yep, the kinetic energy. That's exactly what it is. The kinetic energy. Feel sorry for Wakabi. His woman is gonna be. Hope they put that in on bonus DVD. I can't wait to see what's finna happen to Wakabi. Wakabi.
Oh yeah, I bought this for you.
Oh wow. Oh.
What? You don't like strawberries? Oh, you can't have any? Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I asked
Yeah.
Oh,
Deadly.
I thought you were allergic to the peanuts only.
That's period.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
You know this.
Oh, don't worry, we got watermelon.
Oh, it's cool.
Now you got this piece here.
I'll eat that.
I was like,
But I did buy some onions. I don't know if you're okay with that. You like onions?
onions. I eat a couple. I don't really eat a lot, but thank you. Look, guys. Look, I'm getting showered like I'm the prince. Just turning king.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I've just turned king.
No, you
Look
just-
at what all I got. It's Christmas all over again.
The strawberry one then.
Alright. Wait, is it safe though to eat around you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. As long as you over there, as long as I don't touch anything, I'm good.
Okay, so don't drop any of them.
You don't like strawberries?
No, it's
No.
this. You can't have this.
You don't have to eat that, Kevin.
No, you don't understand. I don't have to eat it, but like if I touch it or something,
It could give him an
Yeah.
allergic reaction.
Oh, I can just remove it for you.
It doesn't matter.
no,
it's still
done.
touched. It's still touched.
It's done. You don't know how dangerous this is for me.
It's really dangerous. I know,
sorry.
because I have a friend that has allergic to peanuts and whatever. Even just by the look of it, they get like a reaction like, get it away from me.
I thought it
Yeah.
was the strawberries.
I had a couple
No,
of.
it's because of this.
I forgot about the peanut thing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just had in the mix.
Some people, I'm not as bad as some people. Some people can't smell it. They got it so bad they can't even take the smell.
But for some strange reason, Kevin can eat Reese's Pieces
Yeah.
and peanut butter cups.
And nothing happens to you.
No, because it's something when they make peanut butter and they make from the regular peanut, it's something in there that dilutes to make the peanut butter. They just don't mash the peanut and whatever they put in there with. I can't eat a whole bunch of it because I might get sick. But I can eat Reese's Pieces, the chocolate, and everything else, whatever in it dilutes whatever the peanut is. But if it's a plain peanut, that just lets you know there's other chemicals in peanut butter. But if it's a regular peanut, forget about it. I'm out of there. I had to find out the hard way. Back before they even had a peanut allergy. It wasn't even known. When I used to just get beat for being sick. I'm like, I'm getting beat up. That's what happened. When you go out and you embarrass the family by getting sick, they blame you. I told you to chew your food before you swallow it. I'm like, I did. My mom cracks me up. I'll be like, every time I bring her, she stop lying on me. I never hit you. I'll be like, are you kidding me?
So I got the scars to prove it.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm still scarred. Talking about the soundtrack. Oh yeah, the sister was great. His little sister was amazing. Her technology, that's why I told you, her technology was amazing. All that nice tech she made. She was real funny too. She's like, oh, another broken down white guy to fix. Because they keep bringing her white guys to fix it. Every time they get injured, they bring it to her and she can fix people. He's like, you can fix a bullet wound in a day? She's like, yeah, here. He couldn't believe it. She was cute. Yeah, she was just funny. She's, what are those? Do not bring those in my lab. Those open-toe sandals like Grandpa used to have. He's like, you don't like my open-toe traditional sandals? She's like, no, get them things out of my lab. And she gave him those new shoes. They just like soles. And he just put his foot on them and they cover his whole feet and they soundproof. No sound. She's like, you know what I'm going to call them? Sneakers. She's like, crack it up. She had me laughing so much. She was just too funny. And she saw the white guy. She was like, okay, colonizer. She called him a colonizer. Okay, colonizer. You wait over there. My brother will be here in a minute. Gee. They made one sound in the Korean. I don't think he wore them to Korea. I think he just had them on while they were there. When he was in Korea, he didn't have those shoes on. When she had the two suits, he had his choice. He could have taken the golden Jaguar suit. He didn't want the golden Jaguar suit because he said the objectives to be unseen. So he took the little small silver one. That's why he always has that silver one around. He didn't want to be flashy with the gold. He's like, no, the objective is not to be seen. So this is the... But she was right. And now the whole suit that she got, it fits in the necklace. It comes out in the necklace and spreads all over his body. Whoa. Yeah, she invented it.
That is so cool.
Yep. You didn't see it yet, but yet you come here for the spoiler review. It says spoiler. Yep. We've told you 1,000 times. Spoiler. She called him a colonizer.
Man, this one's yours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mine. Me and Dana can just share ours.
Share what?
Watermelon. I love watermelon.
Yeah, they know what they did, but they didn't want to share their technology because they were afraid of what the rest of the world would do with the technology. It's not that. You see, Killmonger's whole plan was different. His thing was, there's our brothers and sisters all around the world. Because see, he grew up in the United States. His father was from Wakanda and was going to take him there. But his father got killed, remember? So when his father was dead, they called him an outsider because they didn't even know he was from Wakanda. That he's Wakandan from the prince. But he was raised in the United States, raised in the ghetto. So he was like, look, these slave owners are putting us through hell in the United States. We need to take these weapons we got and go get those slave owners and all these people that's taking over and then put us in chains and bondage and take back the lands. That was his whole thing. Like, man, we got brothers and sisters all around the world. We need to go and rebel and fight them. That's why a lot of people like Killmonger. He was a bad guy. He was crazy, but he was angry at the world. Plus, he had a reason to be upset. And even T'Challa understood it. Remember, T'Challa was like, we created him. Like, we created him to be this mean, evil person. And it wasn't his fault. It was his father's fault for making this decision. And he was upset with his father because he was like, why did you leave him? You don't do that. You left him behind. Now you created an even greater problem. And now it's nuts. Because his thing was this. That's why the girl didn't want to marry him and be queen, because he's thinking like, I'm not king of all people. I'm king of Wakanda. You know, my responsibility is, no, it's other people that need our help. And if we do, then our stuff end up falling into the wrong hands. We can't keep track of it. Then everybody got weapons, you know, and it's gonna get out of hand. But it was like, no, we got enough here to protect ourselves and help other people. So that became the big theme of the movie. And this is as soon as he became king, he had to deal with this right away. So it was that was the growing problem. So in the end, when they decided to go down this path, now it's going to change the entire Marvel universe. So I hope you guys are ready, because his sister is going to make Tony Stark's suit for Infinity War. It's coming. I see it. She's going to make that suit, because her tech is way better than Tony's. But as Tony see that tech, it's over. In the comics, it happens. It happens in the comics. So I already know she's going to do it in Infinity War. She's going to make that suit for Tony, his new Iron Man suit. And it's going to take away anything he's ever built. Because Tony thinks he's the smartest guy in the world. They don't even know Wakanda exists. In the whole movie, they were laughing because everybody thinks they're a poor country. And they don't know they have the richest country in the world. They have a whole technology, everything built on vibranium. All the technology stuff that they have in the world is all high tech. They could cure people in less than a day. I'm like, Wakandans, they're rich. They just hide from the rest of it, just reflect. You can't even. At the end, the guy was like, what can you little farmers from Wakanda show us? And that's when he just smiled, and then it goes off. Like, what could you? He would have been cured. But they let him die to take care of him. That's why he can't walk. They gonna fix War Machine's spine. I'm quite sure they just fixed dude's spine when he got shot in the back. So definitely. But I gotta go, fellas. It's been great. Go see the movie again. And always remember, never to freeze. I never freeze.